I know what you're thinking. Everyone's nose wrinkles when someone else lets one rip. But somehow when it's your own brand, you might even take a little sniff. Don't deny it, we've all been there. So why do we secretly enjoy the smell of our own farts, but find everyone else's absolutely disgusting? Here's the thing that'll blow your mind. You don't actually like the smell of your own farts because they smell good. Your brain is playing tricks on you, and there's some fascinating science behind this weird human quirk that involves everything from ancient philosophers to billion-dollar bacteria colonies living inside you right now. Let me start with the brutal truth. Your farts contain the exact same stinky compounds as everyone else's. We're talking about hydrogen sulfide, the chemical that gives rotten eggs their charming aroma, along with various forms of sulfur that would make a skunk proud. Less than 1% of your fart is actually the smelly stuff, but that tiny fraction packs a serious punch. So if the chemistry is the same, why doesn't your nose revolt at your own gas the way it does when your friend clears a room? The answer lies in something called sensory adaptation, and it's the same reason you stop noticing your own perfume after a few minutes. Your brain is constantly filtering information, and it tends to tune out smells that are consistently present in your environment. Since you're always with yourself, your olfactory system becomes desensitized to your unique scent signature. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your farts actually contain trace amounts of bacteria from your gut, and your immune system recognizes these as your own bacteria. When someone else farts, your body treats those foreign bacteria as potential threats. Think about it this way. You have about 10 to 20 trillion bacteria living inside you right now, creating a microbiome so complex that David Attenborough could make a documentary about it. These microscopic residents are the real fart factories. When food passes through your digestive system without fully breaking down, it hits your large intestine where billions of hungry bacteria throw themselves a feast. As they munch on undigested lactose, fiber, and carbohydrates, they release gases including methane, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and those notorious sulfur compounds. Your farts are literally billions of tiny bacterial tubes, and since they're coming from your bacterial roommates, your brain recognizes them as familiar rather than foreign. It's like the difference between smelling your own house versus walking into a stranger's home. Your brain has cataloged your personal scent profile and filed it under non-threatening. But there's another layer to this story that goes back thousands of years. Ancient philosophers, including Pythagoras, believed that breath contained your soul, and farts were considered a form of breath. They worried that excessive farting could literally make you fart out your soul. Martin Luther reportedly chased away the devil with his gas, and Benjamin Franklin wrote an entire essay called Fart Proudly, wishing he could eliminate the disagreeable odor so people could fart publicly without embarrassment. The modern reality is that humans produce about 7 billion liters of gas every day collectively. Each person contributes roughly a liter daily, spread across 10 to 20 separate incidents, each about the volume of a golf ball. Most of that gas is actually harmless stuff like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and methane. The stinky sulfur compounds that make us wrinkle our noses are present in such small amounts that they're unlikely to cause any real harm. Here's what's really fascinating about your digestive system. If you're constantly dealing with excessive smelly gas, your body might be trying to tell you something important. You could have a carbohydrate intolerance where you've exhausted the enzymes needed to break down foods you eat all the time. Lactose intolerance works the same way. Without the right enzyme, undigested sugars travel to your colon where bacteria throw a gas-producing party. Your fart quality can also reveal issues like constipation, where material sits around too long giving bacteria extra time to create odorous compounds, or even yeast overgrowth, where candida feeds on undigested sugars and multiplies beyond healthy levels. In rare cases, consistently abnormal gas could indicate more serious digestive issues that warrant medical attention. But for most of us, farting is just a natural biological process that connects us to the entire animal kingdom. Herring fart to communicate with each other. Coral snakes use farting as a defense mechanism. West Indian manatees regulate their buoyancy by controlling their gas. And beaded lacewings have evolved death farts that actually paralyze and kill termites. So the next time you catch yourself taking a curious sniff of your own creation while being disgusted by everyone else's, remember that your brain is simply recognizing the familiar bacterial signature of your personal microbiome. You're not weird, you're just human, and you're carrying on a tradition that goes back to our earliest ancestors, who probably wondered the same thing around their campfires. The bottom line is this: everyone farts, everyone secretly smells their own, and everyone finds other people's gross. It's not about the actual smell, it's about familiarity, bacterial recognition, and millions of years of evolutionary programming that helps us distinguish between self and other. So go ahead, own your farts, just maybe keep the sniffing subtle when others are around.